All right, let's get to page 30 of your packet right now. Page 30 of your packet. This is our first unit test together, so I want you to know the resources I give you to prepare. Every unit test, I will give you packet questions to try out like I do right here. Okay, everyone sees the packet questions. All right, starting on page 30. Sorry, just let me take a quick peek here. How would set this one up? And it goes all the way to page 34. All right, so everybody go to page 34 so you can see the end of the question. Now, some of you will be doing that, and you kind of want to know if you're doing it correct or not, right? What are the answers? Okay, is there an answer key I can look at? And the answer is yes. Answer key is up on Classroom. Unit 1. Homework answers, just like you get all the homework answers. And then there should be a file that says Unit 1 test review answers. Everyone sees it here. Those are all the answers, including the work to everything there. Now, some of you guys want to prepare more. Maybe that's not good enough. You don't feel comfortable enough. Everyone look at the bottom of page 34. In addition to the unit, in addition to your packet, I have suggested textbook questions at the bottom of page 34. Those answers, you're missing the last page. We got to get you the last page. Okay. Remind me of that, Zach. In addition to the packet questions, you can try out those textbook questions. Where are the answers to those? Same document, Unit 1 test review answers. Okay, so it's all the answers are up on Classroom there. All right, so that's where you can go to prepare yourself. I will not be checking this at all. Not at all. Tomorrow you'll come in. Hello, happy Tuesday. Here's your unit test. All right, I will not be checking them. I don't care how much you do. That's up to you. All right, you know how much you have to do. All right, so let's talk about the test real quick, some topics. I already went over all this, where all the answer keys and the practice questions are. If you guys care, there's going to be 16 questions on there for 41 points, if you care. Know your formulas. I'm going to start right there. There's 2 formulas you got to know and go, and what's one of them? Or what's the name of one of them? I should know. Go ahead, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I don't. Distance. All right, here we go. Distance formula. Because some of us screwed this one up on the quiz. Inside, what do I have? X2 and X1, but what's the sign between them? Minus, not plus, some of you. Not plus. Squared, what's the sign between the parentheses? That's plus. Y2 minus Y1, all squared. Please know the formula. Now that we're into the unit test, my sympathy level goes way down if you can't remember the formula. All right, so not much partial credit at all if you can't remember the darn formula. Also, there will not be any, maybe one simplest radical form where you got to break it down. All right, unlike the quiz where you had to do all 3 of them. Okay, there will only, I think, only be one, and it might be multiple choice. So there's one. What's the other formula you got to know? Midpoint. What do I do with the x's in the midpoint formula? What do I do to them? Add them, not subtract them, add them. And then the same thing for the y's. There it is. We all good there? Not given on the quiz, that's up to you. And then I mentioned also there's going to be one construction to do. So what I wanted to do right now, so we have gone over a lot of constructions. I want to just make a list of constructions we've done, and then I'll let you know yes or no whether I want you to waste your time, whether I want you to spend time remembering the steps or not. All right. So go ahead. Let's start rifling off constructions that we've done that could possibly be on tomorrow's test. Angle bisector, maybe. That's a definite possible tomorrow. What else could it possibly be on there, Lisa? Perpendicular lines. We just did a heck of it on the homework, right? Perpendicular lines. I could ask for a perpendicular line. Others that we've gone over. Emma. Midpoint. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do perpendicular bisector. Right, and then in parentheses I'll put midpoint because they're the same construction. Right, they're the same ones. Yep. Scott.
Any triangle one?
Triangle. I'll narrow it down. Equilateral triangle. We did on Friday. Okay, I'll narrow that down. So if I give you the length of a line, can you make an equilateral triangle with all three sides the same? Equilateral. There you go. And I'll leave it there. It's one of the construction that's on the test is up here right now. And I'll leave it at that. Okay? Whether you want to prepare for that or not, that's your call. If you forget the steps, remember there's a YouTube video, how-to YouTube video. All of these are on there. Sorry. Equilateral triangle. Is there anything you want to ask about the test? There's going to be some multiple choice on there. All right. I don't know how many off the top of my head, but there's some multiple choice. Show your work. One thing that was not on the quiz that will be on this, nets. Okay, nets, as you guys can see from the first two questions in your packet review. Nets will be there. All right, nets. Just trying to think right now. Some vocabulary terms, collinear. Remember what, if I say points A, B, and C are collinear, what's going through your mind? Or what would you draw? Lisa? All A, B, and C are all on the same line. Yep. Oh, let's keep going here. And I'm looking at the test here. Vertical angles. Anybody want to name a pair of vertical angles right there? Name a pair. What do we got?
1 and 3.
1 and 3 are vertical. What do you know about vertical, or should know about vertical angles?
They're congruent.
They are congruent. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. So it's 2 and 4. What's the relationship between 2 and 3? 2 and 3? Anything you want to throw at me? Vocabulary term about 2 and 3. Scott?
They're adjacent.
Adjacent. Keep going. That's correct. I want to keep going though. Higher. Adjacent. Supplementary, because they are linear pairs. Yes. Angle 2 plus angle 3 equal 180 degrees. And what if I told you that angle 2 to angle 3 was in a ratio of 2 to 7? Angle 2 to angle 3 are in a ratio of 2 to 7. What type of equation would you set up to figure out what the angle measurements were? They're in a ratio of 2 to 7. So I know two angles add to 180. What would I put in my two angles here? Via.
X plus 7x equals 180.
Anytime I have numbers in a ratio, 2 times what plus 7 times that same number would give me 180. Correct. I put the x's with them. And I think I'll stop right there. Anything you want to ask? Okay, here's how the rest of the class is going to go. You choose. Do you want to keep working on the packet work? Do you want to take a book and work on the book work? I definitely suggest having your Chromebooks out so you can get the answer key. You can switch seats if you want, move around if you'd rather work with other people, or you can remain independent. It's up to you. But the remainder of class, which goes to 10:47, so you basically have over 20 minutes right now to start working on this. And I will come around. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want any help with any of these constructions, because you're trying to do one on your own, let me know. Okay? So make sure at least you have the answer key out, whether you're working independently or working with somebody else. All right, we got some extra desks in the back. You can switch seats with somebody if you prefer, all right, to move around. That's up to you. All right, but I'm done here for the day. Let me know if you have questions.